Welcome to Prince Student House. Exercise number 47, legal real adjustments, 100 words a minute. Ready? Start. The defendants will suffer no prejudice if the company is pleaded as paid and the application is being made bona fide and in the interest of justice. It is also stated in the application that trustees of the plaintiff trust held a meeting at their office in Safdarjung Enclave, New Delhi, noticing that in the resolution dated 27th March 2006, the name of the plaintiff trust was wrongly shown as South Asia Human Rights Documentation Center Trust. Therefore, trustees of the plaintiff trust passed a fresh resolution stating that they had authorized the filing of the present suit and that the said suit be continued to be pursued and empowered and authorized the trustees again to take all necessary steps for prosecution of the suit. A resolution is also passed to the effect that the South Asian Human Rights Documentation Trust, as the parent body, are the owners of the copyrights infringement of which has been complained of in the suit. At any rate, the trust and the company own the copyrights in the works jointly and severally. They approved of the filing of the suit and also consented to be a co-plaintiff in the suit. The first submission of the defendants is that the plaintiff's action of not impleading the South Asia Human Rights Documentation Center Private Limited cannot be termed as bona fide when they had taken a specific objection to the point of locus standi of the plaintiffs to file the present suit in their written statement on the grounds that since the trust is not the original owner of the copyright, it cannot file the suit without joining the company. It is argued that the plaintiffs cannot be allowed to rectify their deliberate, conscious, malified action after almost 3 years of institution of the suit by filing the present application for implement. The plaintiff of the plaintiff stated that the plaintiff trust own the company and therefore has locus standi to file the present suit. In the impediment application, however, it was asserted by the plaintiff trust the trustees of the plaintiff were the promoters of the company and they subscribed to the share capital of the company as trustees of the trust. It is submitted by defendant that at the time of registration of the trust, there were 3 trustees as shown by the trust deed. However, at the time of incorporation of the company, there were only 2 promoters and shareholders of the company who were the only 2 subscribers to the MOA and AOA of the company. The authorized share capital of the company was rupees 50 lakh. It is further contended that in view of the averments made in the plaint as well as in the application to the effect that the plaintiff trust has exclusive rights over the violated copyright articles, there arises no need, necessity or occasion of pleading the company in the suit. It is also pointed out that the plaintiffs averred that the trustees had a meeting and noticed that in the resolution the name of the plaintiff trust was wrongly shown as South Asian Human Rights Documentation Center Trust. It is submitted that plaintiffs had filed a board resolution authorizing the plaintiff trust filing the present suit against the defendants herein. The defendants took a specific objection to that effect. However, in their reapplication, the plaintiffs mentioned the name of trust. It is asserted that the plaintiff deliberately and malafidely did not implead the company as the plaintiff, knowing it fully well that the trust did not have locus standi to file the present suit. Stop.